Hey there guys, Nordic Warrior here, back with another video. So, as you can tell by the title, we're going to be playing Little Nightmares. So we've got another full game walkthrough, and yeah, we're going to be playing through the whole thing in one go, as always. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this. And yeah, this is a survival horror game, one from 2017, and it's one that I've had for a while, and I quite enjoy it. Also, those of you who have been following the channel the past couple of days are probably a bit confused, because I already did this game. Well, unfortunately my microphone decided to turn its settings down on the laptop, so you could barely hear what I was saying, so I decided, you know what, this is a short game. I'll just scrap that video and I'll do it again, it's all good, it's not that big a deal. So yeah, do it again, eh? Who's that lady, I wonder? So yeah, as you can see, this is the protagonist 6, who is a little girl, and we've woken up in a suitcase, which is rather disturbing. Zero context on how she got there, of course. So yeah, this is one of them games, there's actually no dialogue in the game whatsoever. It's a game where it does have a story, but the story is kind of told through visual storytelling. So you don't get any dialogue at all, which is fine by me. You know, I'm all about the gameplay. Plus, I kind of feel like with a survival horror game, having no dialogue makes it so much more esoteric and kind of leaves a lot of things up to the interpretation of the player. And it also kind of adds to the feeling of loneliness and the overall atmosphere, you know. You'll also notice that the scaling is a bit weird in this game, and that's to, you know, there's a lot of things that are overscaled. It's deliberately to make you feel small, you know, feel like a child essentially. Like, look at the size of the furniture and whatnot. And it's unclear as to whether or not things actually look that way, or you're seeing it from the perspective of a child who's kind of an unreliable narrator. Now, yeah, I think you can see what's happened there. I don't need to spell it out, do I? It's kind of disturbing. But yeah, as you can see, there's some platforming in the game, as well as some physics-based puzzles and stuff like that. And yeah, it's a relatively short game, so it won't take me long. And you know, if you're playing it for the first time, and of course you don't know what you're doing, there's going to be a lot of trial and error. You know, the cigarette lighter, by the way, you can kind of turn that on whenever you want, and you can use it as much as you want. It's not like the Lost video game, which I reviewed recently. That was my last video. It's not like that, where you turn the cigarette lighter on and it burns your hand after about 10 seconds or something, and you got to put it away. No, in this you can just turn it on again like this and have it on as long as you want. Those things that are falling off the ceiling there, those are leeches. Be very careful of them, because if they touch you, you fail immediately. You don't have any health in this game. Basically, you only have one hit point, and that's it. So take any damage at all, and you're done for, basically. Again, I said all this already when I did the first video, but I've got to kind of say it all again because I'm redoing it. I'm actually really annoyed about that. You know, I'm really annoyed about it. That bit there is scripted. You can't avoid that. You always fall down. And yeah, just try to avoid all these bloody leeches. There's a lot of them here. It can be quite tricky, but I'm alright. Done it enough times to know what I'm doing. And yeah, this is 6, little girl. I believe that's her name anyway. And yeah, she is in this facility and she's got to try and escape. She's sneaking about. See those little things that are running there, those gnomes? Those are actually children, believe it or not. They were turned into gnomes by the main villain of this game. You actually don't find that out until the DLC. I guess I just kind of spoiled it, but whatever. It's an old game, isn't it? Well, kind of old. I mean, it came out in 2017, didn't it? But yeah, this game, and again, I talked about all this before in the previous video. I know not a lot of people saw it. It wasn't up for very long, but anybody who saw it will know I've likened this game to a lot of survival horror games from like the 6th generation. You know, the classic survival horror games from that, you know, from like the PS2 era, like Clock Tower 3 or Haunting Ground, which are some of the best horror games ever, in my opinion. Particularly Haunting Ground, I think that's a legendary game. And it's similar to those games in the sense that each chapter gives you a different stalker. And speaking of stalkers, there's one of them there. That's the janitor. So yeah, he's the first stalker we've got to contend with. He's going to chase us about and all that. It's quite interesting because he's actually blind, so he can't see you, but he has enhanced senses, kind of like Daredevil. So he can figure out where you are and all that. There's a rat on that table, see it? All you gotta do here, this is not as complicated as it looks. You know, you don't have to jump up on any of the tables and that. Just grab this box of toilet roll here and grab that switch. It'll turn the lights off. And then basically just leg it. Because what's happened is, see that fence there? That was electrified. So if you try to run into that, and that's what I did when I first played this, it will shock you to death, essentially. So you want to just run into it after you turn the light off. And then just run straight through. No need to waste any time. Yeah, it won't be long now till we see our first stalker. He's not too far from here. I was also talking about in the first video, I didn't talk about it much, but I did bring it up. How I was doing that video just, I think, about 2 days, maybe not even that, after the tragic murder of Charlie Kirk. I didn't say much about that, I just kind of brought it up because basically when I recorded that video, about an hour or two before it was where the news broke that the assassin was apprehended by the police or the FBI or whatever. Yeah, apparently they got the shooter. And I was basically saying that providing it's the right man, like providing they've got the right guy, and I hope they have, I hope he gets exactly what he deserves, is what I'm saying. So yeah, here's our first stalker. So creepy, innit? You notice there's children in those oversized beds as well. Makes you wonder what's going on in this place, eh? What are they doing with the kids? It's creepy, innit? Definitely a lot of thematics on display, I would say. But yeah, what was I saying? The Charlie Kirk situation, tragic situation. You know, Charlie was basically a moderate conservative, a guy who was all about peaceful debate, peaceful discussions with people he disagreed with. Even if you didn't agree with him on everything, he was very, very civil with everybody, treated everybody with respect, never used profanity, never insulted anybody. He was just a great speaker, a great debater, and like I said, a very moderate conservative. And they murdered him for it. It's just goes to show you the kind of state of the world we're living in right now. Gotta watch yourselves, guys. So yeah, she's, as you can see, Six is basically starving to death now. She hasn't eaten in the past 5 minutes, so yeah, she's starving to death. she's gotta get something to eat soon as, you know. Makes the controller vibrate like crazy when she does that. Tommy's rumbling. And I'm sure this gentleman here will share some of his food with us, because he's nice like that. He's a good Samaritan, that dude. I think it's a dude anyway, it's kind of hard to tell because of the lighting and the bars, you know. Cheers, buddy, I appreciate that. Nice little piece of bread to eat. But yeah, it's crazy, that situation, Charlie Kirk. Like, it really affected me a lot more than I thought it would, because I was a big fan of Charlie for quite a while. And he's also, in my opinion, a genuine brother in Christ. You know, he's a genuine believer. So, yeah, sad situation. I feel really bad for his family, you know. God bless him. And yeah, I'm glad they found the guy. Again, providing it's the right man that they found. And to think so many people are celebrating it, it's like, I can't get my head around that, man. I just can't get my head around it. Just, that's the world we're living in now, unfortunately. Don't have to agree with the man, but I mean, to celebrate what happened to him like that, and it's just, do I really need to put it into words how monstrous that is, you know. Oh well, yeah, we got a nice little platforming challenge here, as you can see. And see what I mean about like it being kind of a physics-based puzzle? Because this thing's on the water, it kind of rocks back and forward. So you can use the physics to your advantage and kind of wait for something to rock in place, you know, to give you the ability to jump. There we are. That looks like a ladder over there, but I don't think there's anything up there. You just use this. And yeah, basically this switch will bring the thing up. And this bit here, I think, if I remember rightly, can be a little bit tricky. You bring the cage over with that, and then you have to use that to move the cage to the left, and then basically run straight over as fast as you can and get it like this. And there's a bit of an annoying delay when you try to run in this game, I've noticed. That part of me wonders if that was done like intentionally to add to the overall tension of the game, you know. Another thing I was talking about in the first video, I'm kind of trying to remember everything I said, because I gave like a big update for the channel, a lot of my projects and all that. But basically, I was talking about how, in my opinion, with survival horror games, I feel like it's a very good idea with games like this to have a female protagonist. That's one thing I've believed for a long time about survival horror games, and the reason I think a female protagonist really helps with this kind of game is because it adds to the overall feeling of vulnerability. You know, like for example, you look at a game like Clock Tower 3, or a game like Haunting Ground, or Silent Hill 3 or something. You're not playing as some like big tough guy, badass, you know, who can handle himself. You're playing as like a young girl, a woman, who, you know, is like for example, Haunting Ground's the perfect example of this. You know, you're playing as a young 18-year-old girl, you know, beautiful, quite vulnerable, you know, not been in any sort of altercations or stressful situations like this, and she's kind of thrown into such a horrible situation and has to deal with it. So the character has like panic attacks and stuff like that, and it just kind of, it makes the game so much more immersive, I think, and I think this is one of them games too. Obviously, a game that's like on the opposite of that spectrum is a game like The Suffering. You play as a badass in that game, and the developers of that game admitted that that game wasn't supposed to be scary. You know, you were supposed to feel like a tough guy who could, like, even though you're in like a horrific situation, you're playing as a guy who can handle it, essentially. So you're supposed to feel like empowered in a sense, you know, because you know, you guys are tough guy, he's a badass, he uses weapons and whatnot. It makes sense thematically with what they were trying to do with that game. This bit here kind of reminds me of Batman Arkham Asylum, you know, the scarecrow bit, where you got to avoid the light and sneak around and hide in the shadows. It kind of reminds me of that. And yeah, those of you will know who have been following my channel, that I've been doing, like, I was talking about this when I did the Harlequin's Revenge. Like I'm getting into, because I've got the ability to record longer videos now. I've been doing a lot of longer walkthroughs, and I did a walkthrough for the Batman Arkham games. So I did a walkthrough for Batman Arkham Asylum and Batman Arkham City, as well as the DLC for Arkham City. I did both of them. So yeah, that's the first area cleared. And you'll notice that this game has some pretty long loading screens for some reason. I don't know why, but it does. Here we go. Yeah, I don't know why those loading screens are so long. It could potentially be because I'm playing on an Xbox One, and the Xbox One is just garbage, let's be honest, you know. Maybe if I was playing on a PC or a PS5 or something, it would probably work, I don't know. Or I'd probably go quicker. Do you know, I actually forgot to show you this before. I didn't come in here in my previous recording, but there's an interesting secret here that I forgot about that I'm going to show you now. See if you go in here and open this. Quite interesting, this, in my opinion. So you see that thing there? It's like a giant camera. Watch this. There it is. It's the mirror. That's going to become important later. You're going to see why. So yeah, just figured I'd show you guys that. It's kind of an interesting little secret. Yeah, for some reason when I recorded it before, like I said, I forgot to show you guys that. So yeah, I'm glad I did. All right, there we are. Let's go up here. Yeah, got another big long ass staircase. It's interesting because you know, like I say, the scaling of this game, like the adult characters would be far too big to walk up these stairs. And as for the child characters, the stairs look far too big and long to be like practical, so it's just a very strange like scaling that you got with this game. A couple of them gnomes. So yeah, I believe this is the janitor's bedroom because there's a photograph of him up there. What we want to do here is head up there to get a key, so we're gonna pull out his bed. I'm assuming that's his bed anyway. Looks like the kind of bed you'd see in a mental home or something. And there's photographs on the wall of the gnomes there, see them? Yeah, there's a lot of photos in this game. I wonder if you can actually grab a hold of that light. I forget if I've ever tried it before. I don't see there being any reason to do so, but I wonder if you can. I think I can fall from that, yeah, without it damaging me. So now we want to take this key through here, and we want to, I think there's a door in here that you need to open. Yeah, we're gonna do that, obviously. Could just kind of throw the key up there. And as far as the recording for this, I don't know whether it's gonna look darker on the recording to what it looks on the TV when I'm playing it. I couldn't really notice a difference when I looked at it before. I didn't change any settings from last time, so I don't think it'll look any different. I suppose we'll see. So yeah, as you can see, you can throw things at switches. And yeah, I'm sure there's no threats on this elevator right now, so we'll be fine. I just got a text message there. Oh well, I'm busy. Oh, what am I doing? The switches over that side. Silly me. Get it. There. Yeah, we'll be coming back to this elevator later, after we've done some other stuff. Yeah, you never see the protagonist's face in this game. It's always covered up by the hood. And you can unlock like masks and that. I've completed everything in the game before. I got the masks and whatnot. And yeah, I got all the stuff from the DLC and that. Nope, she's starving again. See what I mean? I wasn't kidding when I was saying she needs to eat like every 5 minutes. She's got some appetite, this kid, I tell you. Yeah, she's like, give me some food, give me some food. Yeah, there'll be no honourable gentleman to give her a piece of bread this time. She's gonna have to get something else. Whatever she can find, I guess. Yeah, I know, you're gonna die if you don't eat something, I get it. Well, there we are. A nice little conveniently placed bit of meat in a cage. What could possibly go wrong, eh? So, it's just so convenient, isn't it? That's just so creepy, that, isn't it? So yeah, that was Mr. Stalker. He was waiting for us, I guess. It's a nice little trap. And as you can see, there's other kids in cages. I just dread to think what's happening with them, you know. I don't know what that's all about, what they're doing with them kids, but can't be anything good, I tell you. Yeah, there's a lot of interesting thematics with this game and different ways you can interpret it. One, like, quite common interpretation I've heard of this game, and it makes sense to me, is that it basically symbolises child abuse. or, you know, children that come from toxic homes and whatnot, but kind of the cycle of abuse, if that makes sense. So basically, when a child, you know, has their innocence taken and they're mistreated by a monster, essentially, or by monsters, they basically grow up to become a monster. Because, as you'll see, the main character kind of gets darker and darker as the game goes on. She kind of descends into darkness till she essentially becomes that which she fears. And as you can see, what we're doing here is we're swinging, and we can slide under the door. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Alright, where are we going now? Might climb up here or something, don't I? Yeah. Seem to remember that. Looks like a bathtub there, doesn't it? Wonder whose bath that was. Maybe the janitor. Speaking of, we're gonna see him in here, I believe. Now I believe, if I remember rightly, I should be able to just run straight to that cage there. No. Because you see, he's blind, he'll have heard me run, but that'll just distract him. So I can, like, climb over and sneak out of here, you know? As long as I'm in there, staying still, he shouldn't be able to see where I am. Yeah, he's poking about in there for the moment. And you can kind of anticipate their path sometimes. Yeah, there's a lot of stealth in this game. You do have to be quite patient. You know, kind of like something like Hitman, you know, you're waiting around for the targets, or in this case, the stalkers, to go where they need to go for you to progress, you know. I think it's better to wait till he goes left. Now, do you remember he was taking children in cages? What do you suspect it is wrapped in those blankets? I can only imagine. Alright, through here now. And yeah, see that switch there? Want to stick that on there. And you want to be very quick here. This is a part of the game where you got to activate this as quickly as possible to get underneath that trap door. Right, so now just leg it. Don't waste any time there, of course. And thankfully those shoes broke my fall. I take it those are the shoes that belong to the children. So yeah, there's some sort of disturbing operation going on with this place, isn't there? Which we need to escape from and possibly expose, I think. Yeah, thank God for that cigarette lighter, right? It's like a little Zippo lighter, isn't it? Sure, I used to have one of them. Alright, let's go. There's something under these shoes, by the way. I don't think it ever tells you what it is, but I'm assuming some sort of creature. Yeah, notice he hit right against that case there. Run. Like, go quick, this is proper scary, this. See, in the DLC, there's a stalker that gets you from underwater. That one's proper creepy. That was probably the scariest one, I think. In the main game, which is of course what we're playing, I think that the scariest stalker is the woman one. Alright, now just run here for obvious reasons. Don't waste even a split second. Just run as fast as you can. You can't catch me, I'm the gingerbread man. I didn't plan to say that, I promise. Alright, now I believe I can go in here and hide. I think that makes sense to me, you know. Run as fast as you can. Frame rate looks a bit off there, doesn't it? Notice he's sniffing about. What is he, Joe Biden or something? That's what he reminds me of, that guy, you know. Oh, nice little distraction from the gnomes. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Oh, as you can see, we're back in the dark. I think I can move this off that board, and that'll get me through it. Yeah, alright, here we are. There's one of them monkey toys from Toy Story 3. Very creepy, those things, aren't they? I wonder what they're supposed to represent, if anything. Wouldn't surprise me if they were meant to represent something, you know. Just adjusting my seating position again. Again, when I sit in the same place for a certain amount of time, I get a little bit of pain in my back. I actually went to the boxing gym today, did a bit of a workout, didn't do anything crazy, I was just kind of hitting the bag and doing a couple of pointless circuits like sit-ups and all that, which I hate. But oh yeah, I'm supposed to distract him, aren't I, with this? Forgot about that. Now he's gonna go to that monkey thing, and now I'm gonna sneak past here and then go up that. Yeah, just don't waste any time, because he will come back. Especially now. Yeah, that's scripted. That always happens when you knock that off. Alright, can push this out the way. Go through here. And we're back in the dark again. Who would have thought, eh? Yeah, there's a lot of crawling through vents in this game. Oh, there he is again. See, that doesn't make sense. He was just in that other room. How did he get there? It's very unusual. He's like defying the laws of physics with that one, isn't he? Alright, see with this. It's quite tense, this bit. See when the clocks go and it makes a noise? Just throw the shoe at that switch, because he won't hear you while you do it. There, now. And then just leg it through here. Do not stop for even a split second here. Like, just keep running as fast as you can. Like, again, this is one of them bits you do not want to waste any time. Don't bother climbing up them bookcases. I think that's there to kind of trick you into trying that. Just keep going, keep climbing. I believe there's a tricky bit up here as well. Seem to remember there being an achievement to do with that piano. I think if you like run across the keys or whatever, you get an achievement. I've already got it though. I already got the achievements. Right, there we are. Got all the achievements for the sequel too. I will be playing through the sequel at some point. Maybe even the DLCs as well. But that'll be all in good time. He just seems to appear out of nowhere, this guy, doesn't he? Again, like Clock Tower 3 and Haunting Ground were kind of like that as well. The stalkers would just appear randomly out of nowhere. And they would often defy the laws of physics, you know. I suppose it's kind of to be expected, isn't it? I mean, it is a video game. So yeah, we're gonna turn on a TV through here to distract him. Right, let's climb up this. Having a nightmare in my arse. No. I don't know, it does a song, you know, when you turn the TV on, it does this weird song, and it kind of sounds like it says that, having a nightmare in my arse. You'll hear it soon enough. And you can actually change the channel if you choose to, when you press the button for the TV. Just be very careful here, because he tries to grab you, or he tries to feel around up there to see if you're there. I don't know how he would know that, but yeah, he tries. Suppose that served as a wee distraction, didn't it? Alright, now just head down here and climb up a bookcase. See that one? And our goal here is to turn the TV on to get him to go into that room. Now see that switch? We're gonna take that. So I'll leave it there, because that's where I'm gonna hide. here we are. You can go Veronica. He caught Veronica. I don't know what it said. Having a nightmare in my heart. Yeah, he's obsessed with that TV. He's gonna sit and watch it. Like I say, you can change the channel of the TV if you want to. No real reason to do it. I guess it's just a kind of an Easter egg, you know. There we go, Veronica. So now this bit is quite scary actually. What you want to do is you put this here, the switch. It's kind of like before, you want to be quick, but you want to be even quicker here. What we're doing is we're pulling that piano up. Right, that's it, run. Run. There we are. Yeah. Sometimes he can come out quicker there. So yeah, you want to be as quick as you can with it. Here we've got a cart. It's not exactly a mine cart, but it's some kind of cart in it. Yeah, I guess this isn't a mine, so it's not a mine cart. It's just some other type of cart. Alright, wait there. Yeah, the rocking of this boat or whatever will make it move itself a little bit. But you've got to prompt it. And of course avoid that steam or whatever it is. Or gas, I don't know, whatever that is. You know, use that to get to that door handle, of course. So yeah, we're a little bit into the video now. You guys could let me know any suggestions for the channel, anything you want me to upload, want me to talk about. Did I mention before? I've actually forgotten. Did I mention before? I know I did when I did the first recording of this, but did I mention I'm doing Fallout 4, Fallout 3, Crash Team Racing? Those are games I'm looking at. You know, Fallout 4 for its 10th anniversary. I've actually forgotten if I mentioned that. But yeah, for its 10th anniversary, I'm reviewing Fallout 4. Probably in the early part of next year, I'm going to do Crash Team Racing. Fallout 3, I've got all the footage ready, and I don't know if I'm going to make the review before I do Fallout 4 or after. It just depends on whether or not I feel like it, you know. I guess we'll see. But yeah, I'm going to be doing walkthroughs for the Spyro games, of course. I keep talking about that. I'm definitely going to do it when I find the time. Again, another chase here, just leg it. Right, straight through. Now, what we want to do here, see that cage? Once his arms are clear, grab the cage and pull it. There. Now you got to do that twice, I believe. You want to pull like both of the pillars off of the cage. Again, obviously wait until his arm is off it, and you've got clearance to get over right there. Alright, now grab. There we are, haha. Now that's quite gruesome, isn't it? But, you know, oh crap, his arm's touching. You can't tell me he didn't deserve it. You can't tell me he didn't have it coming. Alright, let's get out of here. Let's climb out. That's one stalker dealt with. Let's go deal with the others, shall we? Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Yeah, how about that, Mr. Stalker, eh? You got outthought by a little girl. Guess we'll get another long load screen here. Go and wake up then. Seemed like she had a nap, doesn't it? She must have had a nap during the loading screen. It's a bit weird. Alright, on we go. Get up. Let's go find our second stalker. Technically there's I know there's only 3 stalkers in terms of like a different one per chapter, but technically there's actually 4, because in this chapter you face 2. It's actually 2 twins. And I believe we're going to see one of them very soon. There he is. That's him up there having a smoke. One of the fat horses. The other one's probably asleep. Or in the kitchen or something. Makes no difference to me. I'm not allowing either of them to get me. It's a nice little conveniently placed mountain of body bags for me to land on safely and softly. Oh, is she starving to death again? Yeah, she is. Again, it's been 5 minutes since she's had her last meal, so yeah, I think she needs to consult with doctor now. I think she's got an addiction problem, I tell you. That's a shame. That poor rat is trapped in a mouse trap. I would help it. She's got other things on her mind though. Yeah, you see what I mean? She descends into darkness, one step at a time. It's a cycle of abuse. I'm telling you. That's what this is. That's what this game symbolises. You know. Children who come from broken homes. It's a sad reality, you know. Once again, I'm getting into a more comfy position to sit. So as you're about to see, this is the most like unsanitary kitchen ever. You know, it's just horrible. Just really, really dirty kitchen. Alright, let's use that as a wee platform and jump up. Vegetables. Alright, I believe he's in here, yeah. There's fat arse number 1. No, can I just sneak right behind him? No, it's probably best to... Probably best to hide. He's got a sausage, see it? Yeah, obviously try not to make any noise here, because we're on tiles, so don't run. There's no like carpet to obscure the noise. See, that was the gnome's fault. I can hide from him though. Thankfully, see with these guys, it's a lot easier to lose the aggro than it is with the janitor, because there's generally more places to hide with these guys, I've noticed. Whereas with the janitor, he kind of sneaks up on you. I guess that there's no possible way that big guy could sneak up on anybody. So yeah. Although to be fair, you know, for a fat arse, he moves quite quickly. See the size of that pot as well. I think see if you put a certain amount of vegetables in that pot, you get an achievement for it. He saw me there, but he won't catch me because I'll get up here. So it's all good. I've played this before, and he's like stands right at the bottom there trying to get me, but he just like he can't reach high enough, you know. I'll turn this on so that I can see. See, he's looking for me, but he's got no clue where I am. There's a big swordfish. See it? Yeah, they've actually got quite a lot of food in this place, and you'll see why fairly soon. They've got some rather robust guests that are coming to visit, so they're gonna need all the food they can get. They've got a lot of fish, as you can see here. There's a lot of steak. I had fish for dinner the other day. I think I said that when I did my first recording of this. I had rainbow trout for dinner. Very, very nice. That's my favourite food, trout. I love it. I could eat fish every day. I'm a big fan of it, you know. There's a big fish hanging. And I see 2 toilets together. And we're about to see the brother. So yeah, these two, they eat together, they defecate together. These 2 twins, they do everything together. It's quite frightening, actually. Quite disturbing how much they do together. So yeah, while that one's down there cooking, this one's asleep. You know, that one's working his arse off, and this one's sleeping his arse off, I guess. Right, I think what I normally do here is try to wake him up. That didn't work. I think sometimes if you just jump off that, he wakes up. There. Like, I've tried throwing something at him, but he usually catches me if I do that, so yeah. So yeah, as you can see, that those are two twin beds put together, so those two big fat brothers sleep together. And they've got a photograph of the two of them up there, half and half, see it? So we're in here to get the key. Notice they've got a photograph of the toilet. Why would you have that? Like, why would you have a photograph of a toilet on the wall? It's just so random, isn't it? It's funny. That's one of them like real crazy ass designs of this game, you know. Alright, where do I take this again? Alright, down there, innit? We're basically taking it back to the kitchen that we were just in. Because we're using it to... Where did it go? There. I thought the key disappeared then, it didn't. We're using it to get through that big door that we saw earlier before I climbed up that shelf. Alright, let's go. Straight back into the kitchen. Be very careful, because he's still in there. There he is. See the size of them steaks and the size of that fish? Massive, isn't it? And be very, very careful. Stick to the shadows, of course. Some of the tables, by the way, he can see you under, and he can sometimes stick his hand under and grab you. Doesn't happen very often, but it does happen, so just be wary of that, you know. I'm sure what I sometimes do here is distract him by getting him to see me there, and then he runs round to try to get you, and you can just run through that, and yeah, there, see, he'll like run round that other side. Now I can like hide under here, and I think he has no idea where I am now, so yeah, hopefully it stays that way. Now I'll just run straight through here. Alright, this lock here. Big ass meat cleaver. Oh yeah, this bit's quite interesting. Sausages. Yeah, we're gonna make some sausages. I mean that literally. See that machine there? It's a sausage maker. It's gonna grind up the meat to make sausages. And I thought I was funny recording this before, talking about Sean Connery by saying sausages. I'm going to have some sausages. Yeah. I think I also brought up how Sean Connery was originally going to be cast to play Gandalf, which would have been quite cool, because he'd have said stuff like, Sharaman, I must ask you a question. No, Sharaman, your staff is broken. Could have had a Scottish Gandalf, that would have been badass. Because I think he's a pretty good actor. I think he's way better than the other guy. You know, that would have been quite interesting. See that big ham up there? So yeah, they got all sorts. They got ham, they got steak, they got fish, they got cheese, they got wine. You know, these guys are getting wined and dined good and proper. But I've got a feeling they're going to get fattened up for something. And what that is, well, I'll let you decide. I'm not too sure about it myself, you know. So let's go make some sausages. In here. What am I doing? I need to send them through. And then we're gonna like swing through that thing using the sausages. This is quite creative level design in it. I quite like this. Again, the developers of this did a great job of really having you traverse the levels in quite creative ways, you know. Excuse me. Alright, Where do we go now? Through here. More body bags, as you can see, hanging up. So, this bit here, I think he's going to come up that lift, and all we do is just run back through here and hide, see in there. But he is going to look in that, but don't worry, he won't see you as long as you're in there, and you don't do anything silly, you know. Looks like he's wearing a mask, doesn't it? He's got cheese. Just put it in his pocket. That's very unsanitary. Or maybe he put it up his arse. I wouldn't put it past him, you know. Seems the type to do something like that, doesn't he? Alright, gotta be quite quick here. Just run onto that lift, basically. And now he will follow you. But hide in that little grate there. See it? Straight in this. If you can handle the controls. Yeah, he's gonna think I'm up here somewhere, isn't he? But thankfully he doesn't know where, so it's all good. It's all good. I seem to remember this next part being quite tricky, by the way. This always kind of annoyed me, this bit. So, this bit here, I know he's cutting that meat, but he sees a lot more than you think he does, so sneak under these tables behind him and don't make any sudden movements, obviously. He sometimes does turn round here, by the way. Just let him do his thing. And whatever you do, do not rush. That's definitely what you don't want to do at this bit. I mean, generally don't rush any time, but definitely not here, you know. Now we're gonna go and get the key. You might have seen the key that was on that table. That's what we're after here. So yeah, we turned his grinder on. Oh crap, he saw me. Hide, hide, hide. Hopefully I lose the aggro and he just goes back in there, you know. Alright, cool. Sucks I can't go behind that barrel. Crap. Oh well, I was bound to get caught eventually, wasn't I? Wait, oh no, I didn't get caught. I thought I got caught there, I didn't. Huh? Awesome. That was lucky. Yeah, that was lucky. Thank God for that, eh? Right, is he gonna... So am I gonna have to distract him again with that thing? Oh, whatever. Guess I'll do it then. I was quite lucky I didn't get caught there. I thought I was gonna. I still don't know how he saw me before, but oh well. Right, press the button. Press it. It's probably what I should have just done before, just ran. Yeah, I should have just done that before. I should have just ran and got the key. I've just realised I've not been caught once in this playthrough, surprisingly. Because this is kind of a trial and error type of game. You don't normally expect to play through it without getting caught, you know. Right, just be quick here. Don't waste any time. This is one of them bits. Of course, don't lose your cool either. Jump, grab this. Oh, that was so close. My heart was in my mouth, right? Thank God, eh? Yeah, still not been caught the whole playthrough. Awesome. And look how he just goes straight into the next room because I'm there, you know. Typical, eh? Typical. Washing the dishes. Guess they're both gonna help each other do the dishes. Hold on a second. Yeah, I'm to go through there and over to that side because there's a thing I need to climb up to activate, but I'm wondering if I can do it without them seeing me. Like, will he see me if I climb up here? He will. What I want to do is get over to that bit. See under here. There. Now I should be able to sneak straight over. Did I make a noise by standing on that plate? I mean, I know I did, but I'm wondering if it's a noise that will distract them. That's what I don't know about. Yeah, he was distracted by that, what do you call it, that switch I just pressed. Basically what I want to do now is get onto that table where he was washing the dishes. And then I want to climb up those plates. Because that's how I get to the next area. Because there's that switch, what that switch did was it basically activated these meat hooks to allow me to, or change the direction of the meat hooks to allow me to go where I need to go, basically. Right now, I know he's there, but as long as he's not looking, just jump up, climb up this. I don't think they can get you up here. Like, they might be able to, but I don't think they can, because I don't think they want to smash the dishes. Now this bit here, you're going to have to be quick. You're going to have to run, basically. And then we'll shortly be on the next chapter. And that's us done with these guys. We don't have to deal with them again after we do this, you know. This bit here, though, do not waste any time at all. Just go. Just book it. Right, run. Slide. Run. Alright, see that? Jump on it, grab a meat hook. Oh, he threw a bottle of wine at me. Crap. Oh man, oh, crap. Can't believe it. Oh well. Oh well, it's bound to happen, wasn't it? Run. Run. Come on. Oh, he threw the bottle of wine. Get it. Haha. Missed. You missed with that bottle of wine. Yeah, that's you just wasted 3 bottles of wine. That wasn't very wise, was it? Alright, let's go. Well, that's that done. Now we're on to the guests, as I referred to earlier. Go on, jump down then. Careful not to fall off here, of course. It looks slippy, doesn't it, and wet. So it seems like the guests are arriving on a boat. A different boat to this one. Well, if this is even a boat. This first part of the chapter has got a lot of climbing up ladders and whatnot. Again, this place is absolutely massive, isn't it? It's crazy how big it is. Sorry about the noises in the background, if you can hear that. There's people like Opening and shutting doors. Alright, try and grab a hold of this shit. I sometimes have problems grabbing this chain here. I just did, yeah. It's annoying. For whatever reason, I seem to struggle to grab that. I always seem to fail there. I don't know what that's all about. Alright, let's try that again, right there. I don't know why that's so difficult to grab, even when I jump. There, like, worked that time. Alright. So yeah, there's the guests. That's them coming up. Looks quite blurry, doesn't it? But yeah, it's because they're in a distance. You hear the noise that the guests make. They go like, grind, chop me up. That's what it sounds like anyway. It sounds like they're saying, grind, chop me up. It's a weird sound, you know. Yeah, big, long, like kind of tedious climb here. There's a seagull. That's Steven Seagull. He's my mate. How you doing, Steven Seagull? Yeah, I wish I could just fly away like that. Get out of this foul place, you know. Notice they're wearing masks as well, for some reason. And they're saying, grind, chop me up. That's what it always sounded like to me anyway. And as you can probably imagine, they are very, very gluttonous. We're about to find out that very soon. After another too long loading screen, you know. Gonna just jump down here. And then of course pull that off. Which always sounds wrong when I say it. For some reason. Right, go through here. Alright, let's go find these big chubby guests. We're gonna see them soon. Grind, chop me up. I swear that's what it sounds like they're saying. Then again, it's probably one of them things that sounds different depending on who's hearing it. Here they are. Don't worry, they can't see you climbing up that, so it's all good. And that lady on the balcony there, that's the third stalker. She's the scariest one in my opinion. There's just something about her always creeps me out, you know. We're going to be dealing with her later. Don't worry about that. But of course, first we've got to take care of these fat asses. And by take care of them, I mean like avoid them at all costs. Because they'll try and eat us. Which is quite disturbing to look at. They've got pie. As well as garlic and fish and steak. All sorts of yummy good stuff. Careful of him. He's too busy eating a raw steak to bother with us though, thankfully. Careful here, see that guy there, he's going to throw that table. That's scripted there. See, if you stand in one place, you'll get hit by the table. So, of course, be sure to avoid that. Yeah, they crawl quite fast for big guys, don't they? Alright, see that stack of plates? Just like with the kitchen before, you have to climb up them. I don't think she can get you if you're on top of it, or if you're hanging on this. So just swing through the little window there. I notice she's glitching out a bit. She seems to be like, I don't know if it's like a frame rate issue or something, but that big fat ass there seemed to be glitching. Don't know. Can be quite a glitchy game on occasion, I've noticed this one. Right, now this bit's absolutely bloody terrifying. We're gonna run across the whole table. Scary, innit? Whoa. Run. I nearly tripped on that bloody wine bottle there. Yeah, these guys are getting wined and dined good and proper. Did you notice how, like, that one there was trying to get me? But when he realised he wasn't going to get me, he just, like, went back to stuffing his face. I find that funny. I don't know why I find that so funny. I just do. Oh. Alright, here we go. Jump. Yeah, we've not seen the last of these guys. We're going to be sneaking... Alright, this way, innit? We're going to be sneaking past a whole bunch of them. Sometimes forget that I'm supposed to go forward at that bit. Alright, be careful here. Just keep moving. The key with this bit is to just keep moving. Don't even stop for a second. Alright. Now, this bit here, we're going to have to double back a little bit. One of them at the end is going to crawl after us. Don't worry too much about the others right now, just him. And then you can basically bounce on him like a bouncy castle. Right. So there, he's going to hit that. And you can jump on his back and run. I jumped on his arse, do you see that? I bounced on it. And I'll just keep going. Slide through here. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Alright, who's next, eh? Oh no, thingy, this bit's quite creepy. The chef's gonna come down there. He's back. Run! He's gonna lock us in this bathroom. And you see that mirror there? Can go through that, but right now just hide in here. Because he's gonna come in looking for us. So creepy that, innit? Used to find that bit terrifying. I'm pretty sure when I first played this, I had like no idea how to get out of this room, but then I figured it out. Yeah, you gotta smash the mirror. So many toilets in this bloody place, isn't there? Well, you'd need them, I suppose, after all them fat guys like stuffing their faces, you know. I dread to think what they're gonna do to the plumbing for the toilet at this place, you know. And I do not envy whoever has to clean it up. Although, come to think of it, no one will be cleaning up, will they? Because the janitor is dead. We cut his arms off, remember? So yeah. This place is going to be an absolute riot soon, isn't it? Like, there's going to be just no sanitation whatsoever. As if there was even any worth talking about before. Now there's going to be absolutely none. He's too busy chopping up something, probably a corpse, to bother us. Thank God for that, eh? Alright, through here. Oh no, it's this bit. Yeah, just try to concentrate here. I play worse when I'm trying to talk, so I probably shouldn't be talking. But then again, there I go talking. Just run, just run, just run. For some reason, this reminds me of that level in the Tarzan game on PS1, you know, where you run away from the stampede. Reminds me of that. But way more creepy. Come on, come on, come on. Oh, thank God. I thought I was going to get caught then. I panicked. There's a hat on that table. Nah. You big clowns, you didn't get me. And you ain't gonna get me. Hello, Mr. Oh no. Starving again. See what's happened here. Seeing all them guys eat has put her in the mood now. It's given her an appetite. Instead of putting her off her appetite, it's actually made it grow. Yeah, she's once again starving to death. By the way, I don't like this bit. This bit is really sad. And I'm not going to spoil it, but if you've played the DLC, you'll know why this is so sad. Or it'll seem even more sad than it does initially. So sad. Need I say any more, eh? I'm sure I don't need to put that into words. But yeah, that's her descent into darkness, well and truly finished, I'd say. Oh, there she is. Yeah, and we're going to be dealing with her momentarily. So let's do that, shall we? See, now Six isn't scared anymore. She's descended into darkness. She's become a monster herself, and she's about to confront her demons, essentially, her own inner demons. Will she conquer, or will she be consumed? I guess we'll find out after a long-ass loading screen, won't we? Controller was vibrating like crazy there to symbolise the elevator opening up. So yeah, we're now in that lady's apartment. We're right near the end of the game now, so won't be long. You actually do get a final boss battle. I forget if I mentioned it before. Remember the mirror. Yeah, those mannequins are so creepy. I'm forgetting which button is crouch there for some reason. I've been using it the whole game. For some reason there I forgot, you know. You notice how she's looking into a cracked mirror. What do you think's going to happen if she looks into one that isn't? Now this bit used to proper creep me out. I remember when I first played this. That's an interesting painting there, isn't it? But yeah, see when you smash this open to get the key, you expect her to come in after hearing the noise, but she doesn't. She just disappears. How creepy is that? Like, that's one of them things. I remember thinking that was like really, really disturbing for some reason when I first played this. Also, them mannequins, like, wow. Just this portion of the game I find so intense, you know. I mean, it's relatively short, but like while it lasts, it's like a roller coaster of tension, you know. Alright, let's open this. Alright, now just run as fast as you can here. Just leg it. Seriously, like faster than you've ever ran the rest of the game. Don't waste any time at all. Just made it, thank God. Yeah, that bit always makes my heart race, gets it going, you know. See, she's out of breath because of how fast she ran. She sprinted for her life. You're probably wondering why this thing's got so many mannequins. Yeah, no idea. I think they're just there to scare me. And do they scare me? Absolutely. Alright, here we go. We're gonna find it. Remember the camera earlier? There we are. There's the mirror. That's the thing we saw. Told you it'd be important later. Now you're about to see how. Alright, let's finish this. Final boss battle time. Let's go. Bring it. So yeah, you can hold up a mirror and let her do some self-reflecting. Can be quite tricky this, so make sure that your reaction times are where they need to be, you know. You gotta do it a few times and the light keeps changing, you know. So I want to concentrate on this. She doesn't like seeing herself, you know. Doesn't like the ugly truth, eh? Just want to concentrate here, you know. Nearly there now. One more should do it. Just one more. Got it. Bitch slapped. Absolutely bitch slapped. That's what you get. That's what you get. She's gonna get hungry again and yeah. Notice there's nothing else to eat in here, is there? I can only think of one thing. What do you think it's gonna be, eh? And remember that saying, you are what you eat? Well, she's about to become that. Yeah, it's disturbing, isn't it? Now she's gonna fully descend into darkness. Remember what I was talking about earlier about the overall cycle of abuse? You become that which you fear, essentially. So yeah, that's the first horror game that I've recorded for the channel since Alien Isolation, I think. But we're basically at the end now. We've just got a interactive cutscene after the darkness, you know. Did I mention earlier? I forget if I mentioned I've been playing Project Zero, aka Fatal Frame. That's going to be probably my next review, or at least my next horror review. I'm going to be reviewing that in October, so stay tuned for that. And yeah, I've basically updated everything else I wanted you guys to know. And yeah, that's essentially it. As you can see, some of the guests are going to try and get us, but hey, they can't touch us anymore. Notice she's got that same dark, unusual power that the lady had. And what's interesting as well, by completing the game, you unlock a mask that is the same mask that the lady wears, the third stalker. I believe implying that we became her, essentially. That basically, you know, that's what the whole mirror is about. 6 basically becomes the lady. So she was abused by a monster, and she in turn became the monster. It's a vicious cycle, sadly, you know. So yeah, that's basically us done. Once we get up these stairs, we're finished. That's Little Nightmares. Thoroughly enjoyed playing through it. Again, I did this for a second time because of the audio issues before. I think it went a little bit more smoothly this time. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed that. I thoroughly enjoyed playing it. Stay tuned for more content. Be sure to like and subscribe for more. Let me know what you thought in the comment section. I always appreciate hearing back from my audience. That always makes me feel good. Plus it's a little bit helpful for the channel if you not only click the like button but leave a comment. Plus it's just good anyway, because it lets me know that I'm not just making these videos for the sake of it. I've actually got an audience that's watching them and interacting with them. So yeah, let me know what you thought. We'll talk about it. Any suggestions for future reviews and walkthroughs and whatnot are much appreciated. Thanks for watching, guys, and God bless. Stay vigilant.